Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Antony Carpen here at the Cambridgeshire recycling plant. I'm in a hard hat and high-vis jacket, so yeah, pimp my chancellor. If Gideon can wear one of these, I can too. So we've just been on a tour of the recycling facilities and the waste facilities, and this is industrial scale stuff that we've got here, certainly far bigger than I imagined it to be. So we've just come from the bit where they've shown us the black bin waste round the corner, as you've seen in that still, and me it honks here. The striking statistic that we've just been told is about 80% of what we've just seen, or what you see in that still, of that black bin waste doesn't actually need to be there. It actually should be kind of over there, which is where all of the dry recyclables are. And it just goes to show the big culture change that we need to make as a society if we want to reduce the amount of general waste that's going into the landfill in the big hills behind us, which are Landfill Hill. Because, you know, not just because it's good for the environment, but it also saves us a huge amount of money that, you know, certainly for the savings for the county council could be going back into public services or reducing your council tax. So yeah, really striking stuff here. So here you can come along and get your free soil improver, which is just over there, which is the result of all of the composting process. But as with any big industrial site, don't do anything stupid like getting yourself killed, because on a serious point, this is actually a very, very dangerous site. There's some seriously heavy machinery. Now that lorry that has just come in actually comes in from the Isle of Wight, because they don't have the facilities to do that kind of recycling, which we found out earlier. And this is the dry recyclables store. And the main factory unit is over there, so there's a conveyor belt that takes it all along that way.
I was going to ask that question. Yeah, what do you think it is?
Looks like balloons.
Here's me with Claire on the big red fun bus, and we're about to go to visit the composting facility. I love this blue hat. I tell you what, you know, George Osborne, eat your heart out.
I'll put mine back on too.
But again, as I said, there's a very, very good reason why we are all kitted up here for health and safety, because this is an industrial size complex. And one of the really striking things, and Claire, I don't know if you noticed this, is with a lot of the machinery that we've seen, a lot of it seems to be made in Germany. So we seem to have imported a lot of really specialist technology.
Yeah, it's true, yeah, they've said that to me on a previous occasion.
I know, I can't.
So from what you've seen, what are the things that really strike you that, you know, we as a county need to really start not just looking at but doing?
Well, I think it was really striking that you know, 80% of the black bin waste could actually be recycled, and that 45% of people aren't doing that.
Yeah.
And considering the impact that has in terms of cost to local people through council tax,
Yeah.
and that money could be spent on other things. If it's £9 million we're spending just on landfill every
Yeah.
year, that's a hell of a lot of money.
And they'll bring it back.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if we just look out now, if the camera can pick it up, this is the plant that we're going past now that was actually sorting a lot of the black bin waste. So that, if I can just bring the camera out that way, again, that gives an indication of just how big the facility is here, which and it's a very modern facility, isn't it? Because the plaque that we saw, which was opened by one of the former chairmen of the county council, showed it was opened only in 2009. So we've only had this for about 6-7 years.
Yeah, it's a really specialist high-tech facility. They have some amazing resources.
Yeah, but despite all that high-tech stuff, as you can see, this is the Landfill Hill.
Yeah.
Which, given that we are in Finland, or just south of, on the southern edges of the Finland, I mean, this is a mountain compared to the the flat land that we're used to. Yeah, out of the fogginess of the outdoors, where to my right, which is over there, we've got the huge landfill site. So I'll be taking probably 1 or 2 photos of it, because the scale of it again is something that's really, really striking. Yeah, it looks a lot bigger in real life than it does on TV, I can put it that way. So still here in my George Osborne style hard hat, and what we've got over there is the big composting facility. So I'm just going to see if I can show you that. And that is basically where all of our kitchen waste goes. They've also got some big boards here, because this is a viewing room. They do a lot of school visits here, which basically explain the process of what happens to our food waste. So you've got some, this one here kind of describes or shows the process of what happens with waste that's been, that's got fresh meat and things like that, and so anything that could contaminate, which is a different process to what we have with just normal green waste. It was interesting to hear how some people assumed that garden waste meant that you could throw things like garden forks and lawnmowers and things like that, and, garden waste and green waste. Yeah, I'm trying to get my head around that one as well. So yeah, the other thing that they have over there, can you get a view of it? No, probably not. Is the rotation of the compost, which again allows it to degrade both evenly and at a faster rate than home composting allows. Which they can get it done in 8 weeks, whereas normally with your home composting it takes about 6 months. And as we can see from this little notice down here, if you live in Cambridgeshire, you can come up to this place and get your free compost. Have a look at the web link below to see if you can arrange your own visit to this centre here, because I think you'll find some of the things quite mind-opening, if I can put it that way.